Hey everyone, this is Disc Junkie, and today I'm here to show you the Nightmare Before Christmas Ultimate Collector Set DVD. And this is the Swedish version, and I know this has been released in a bunch of different countries, and it's basically, the box is basically identical in every country. I know that on some of the early sort of preview and promotional images for this, there were actually two variations on the Jack Skellington head. There were some which were shown like this typical happy face, and then there was also like this angry or scary face. But I just want to mention that the scary or alternate version, it's never existed. It's only, this is the only version you can get. The early promotional images were just early promotional images. But anyway, I'm actually going to begin by showing you the exterior box. And I really like this because it's, for a DVD box set, usually the exterior box sets can be, pretty plain. And I mean, usually the attraction is obviously the bust itself. But here they actually went the extra mile and did something fun. So they actually designed the box in the form of this little sort of casket with like a nice screen window in it. So even if you have Jack Skellington in the box, you can really see the face and see the detail. So you can easily display this on the shelf, with Jack in the box, and it will still look super cool. So very nice design there. I'm gonna take off the top here, show you. So this is what it looks like. As you can tell, this is quite a big box, so it's sort of hard for me to review this in as good detail as I usually do, because I just, it tends to be out of frame a lot of the time. And this is what it looks like on the inside. As you can tell, it's one of those sort of fold together boxes, so it's not super quality, but it is good quality. I mean, it is one of those sort of easy fold together boxes, but it is quite sturdy. It has a pretty good build quality. I mean, you can pretty much see the quality. And as far as the rest of the interior, this is pretty much what it looks like. And as you can tell, you got a really nice styrofoam mold, so the bust will sit very safely in here. And originally there was also like a small string over the head to sort of secure it. So when you get it and purchase it new, it's definitely not a problem in terms of getting transit damage and such. That probably won't happen. So yeah. And here's just a shot of the back. Try to give you a close-up of these special features there. See if we can make them out. There you go. And I'm not really sure how this edition compares to other special edition if you're talking about the discs, but overall, it feels like a really good and well-made collector's edition. I mean, if you're a fan of the movie, this is definitely the version you want to get. So yeah, I really don't have a lot of complaints about this box set, because it is pretty fucking epic, if you ask me, and very fun choice for one of these head or bust editions. And here is also just a small collector's card, or whatever you want to call it. So certificate of authenticity, and just moving close, you can just read the fine print there. So each box is actually numbered, so I'm going to get back to that and show you the individual numbering. But now I'm going to move this aside so I can show you the actual bust in much better detail. And well, as you can tell, it's very lifelike, no pun intended. And I do really like the look and quality of this, especially like the eyes. You really got like holes, and they've painted them black, so they really look good. Yeah, I don't really think they could have done a better job. I mean, perhaps maybe the mouth is a little bit questionable. Basically, you have like this, it's all gray inside. I'm not sure if you can make it out, but it doesn't go very deep. I remember, when I first got this, I wasn't crazy about the sort of gray inside the mouth. It would have been a lot cooler if it was just, like a hollow space. So, not a major complaint, but at the same time, I definitely think that just having a big gaping hole in there would have looked a lot better. Anyway, here is the back of the head. As you can tell, it's quite smooth, and also just love the detail of this rather dusty jacket which he has on. You've got this wonderful sort of striped pattern, and it's actually, in each of these stripes They're not just painted on, they're actually cut, so they're sort of like a very nice embossing and very, you know, detailed, lifelike jacket he has on, which, you know, it looks pretty fucking good if you ask me. Also, obviously, you know, you gotta love this sort of cat bow tie or whatever you want to call it. I mean, overall, I mean, you can pretty much tell the detail of this, and you know, you might be a little bit concerned. I wouldn't want to drop this because I'm pretty sure that, you know, these parts would easily break off and stuff. I mean, I don't know what this is made of, but definitely don't want to drop this. So yeah, don't just try not to do that, and I'm sure you will be pretty fine. Anyway, looking at the lower part of the bust here, you'll notice that we have quite a solid and well constructed base, which it actually has a very nice sort of embossed logo on it. As you can tell, it's quite a thick embossing, you know, with these raised this raised logo all around. So basically, you know, have the classic Walt Disney Pictures Presents, Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. And over here, you'll notice that we have quite a suspicious little button, which has a picture of the sort of, I don't know, like ghost dog. I don't know what the character is actually called, but like the sort of handkerchief kind of ghost dog flying around. So if I actually push this, you'll notice that we actually have audio on this. Alright, so you got a couple of different quotes, and I thought I would just click through so you can hear them all.
Surprised, aren't you? I knew you would be. Hold a town meeting and I'll tell everyone all about it. There's got to be a logical way to explain this Christmas thing. To the head of the team, Zero! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho!
So, as you can tell, there's actually quite a few sound clips. I'm not, I don't think I'm... The sound quality doesn't feel all that good. I mean, it's like... Oh, yeah. It's fun that they did something more, as they obviously, you know, have the space for a battery and stuff like that, so kind of cool. Definitely a good idea. And looking at the bottom, here is the individual numbering. So this is number 27,441, and I have no idea how many copies were actually made. You'll have to Google that. And well, there's also a battery hatch here, as you can tell, and there's the speaker for the audio thingamajig. Anyway, moving on to the back of the bust. You'll notice that we have a very nice little detailed Jack Skellington sort of miniature in like a little casket thing, and this is actually meant to be used as a handle, so you actually just pull this outwards, and there's actually a small container here. So yeah, nothing underneath there, just a plastic fucking container. For starters, this odd red thing here, you might be thinking, okay, that's like his Christmas hat, which obviously, you know, that's where the inspiration came from, but this is actually the disc holder. And this is, you know, you can tell that this actually has that sort of furry, sort of velvety feel on it, which, you know, it's such a weird design. So basically you just fold this up, and then you just have the two discs sitting in here, just sort of, you know, typical pockets like that. Anyway, giving you a quick close-up of the disc, just gonna see if we can get a good shot. So there you go, that's the first one. Then over here we have disc number 2. Okay, so now we can just put this aside because that's actually all this is. And next up in this little container here we have this. This is, you know, this is an awesome idea, being that, you know, you have your boxes and they pretty much look all the same, you know, all year round. But this way you actually get a small Santa hat, which is lovely, and you even get a fucking fake beard. I mean, how awesome is that? Obviously, you know, this is not something you're supposed to wear yourself. It's actually quite small. Obviously, you know, the idea is that you're supposed to put this on your Jack Skellington bust. The hat and the beard actually has Velcro pieces on it. So for the best result, the Velcro on the beard to the Velcro of the hat, get something looking like this. there we go. So, I mean, this is just, I love this idea. It's a very it's a very clever choice, and it just looks hysterical. I love this, and you know, it's very fun because this way you can sort of Christmas style this box. That, you know, if you want to have like, you know, have the Santa hat on him when it's Christmas time, and just having the regular way for when it's not. I mean, you can even put this little round thing in the eye there if you think that's funny. I don't know. Then last but not least, in this little plastic, God, I can never think of a good word for this. I don't know. Plastic, it's a drawer, pretty much. Anyway, last but not least is here is basically just an instructional flyer for how to take the batteries in and out, so it's not particularly fun. And then we also have a sort of miniature collector's booklet, which looks like this. Pretty cool that they made it round. I think it's pretty nice. So there's really not a lot in here. It's basically just a few pages and a lot of very small text. Not really sure what this actually says, but yeah, it's just your typical sort of trivia and you know text-based fun bits and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much the entire thing. Not a lot of pages in the booklet, but you know, always fun to have a booklet anyway. And I know this is not a new box set, but I figure it's definitely one that I should show, seeing as I actually have it in my collection. So there you go. Really hope you enjoyed this, and as usual, I hope to see you all next time.